Oh dear, excuse the cough. Well, it's Good Friday and not a cloud in the sky. I dare say all the bikers are out doing their own videos, so I thought I'd do one. This is my hometown, and this church here dates back to 12 something, St. Bartholomew's. Unfortunately there's no ancient gravestones, they don't seem to last more than a few hundred years. Silly old fucker. That right indicator means I'm turning right, you silly old fart. Get straight to this road, I'll find. The council would rather spend money on silly sculptures and things. The Queen came to Blackburn on Thursday to visit the cathedral quarter and stuck on the side of the cathedral. First World War Memorial, 100 years this year. My great granddad died at the Battle of Passchendaele in 1917. William Henry Woods. Yeah, I was saying about the Queen, she came to Blackburn Cathedral on Thursday. And on the side of the cathedral there's a hideous sculpture, looks like a big multicoloured wart. Wonder what she thought about it. And of course it's one of these artsy-fartsy metal sculptures that did it. And it cost the council £100,000 in the early 1990s. And of course it signifies something, the multiculturalism of Blackburn. That's what it's meant to symbolise, but to me it symbolises a waste of bloody money. 100,000 quid. Today it's probably 200,000, 20 odd years on. Sculpture's my ass. It should be spent on the roads. Did you see that road just then? Appalling. Shouldn't keep mourning, should I, but wow, where's that wolf whistle? What a babe. She could be on the back of this bike, going for a nice ride. Some of my leathers might fit her. It's a nice clear day. You see for miles. You can see for miles and miles. I think I've uploaded one before, the Roddington Fell one. Did I delete it? I deleted a lot because I don't know, I was just going to give up on it all. Get a bit disillusioned when no one makes any comments. You know, you could say that's a nice place you live, or even that's a nice bike. One foreign chap said that. Hello. Oh, what's that? Kawasaki Zephyr, maybe 1100. Not a modern one. Yeah, so I don't do deleting a lot of long videos. With a, probably with a view to doing them again. So here I am doing it again. I'm going to stop by that fishing lake, but if you go around there it's a bit of a detour off the beaten track. You have to go down the road and then up it again. And seeing as there's already a fishing lake video, is it worth bothering? That carvery, how did he do that? It's only £3 for a load of tasty meat. Cheap as chips, or cheap as carved meat. What river is that? I should know, being in my hometown, shouldn't I? I think it's the River Ribble. Or is it the River Calder? One of the two. Used to build a dam down that way, the little tributary stream, and we used to build dams when we were little. As kids love that sort of thing. Build a dam out of all the rocks, fill it in with silt and mud, wait till it fills up 2 foot deep, and then dam busters! You pelt it with rocks till it gives way. Little tip for you if you have nothing to do and you live near a river. Take your kids and build a dam and be dam busters for the day. Oh, I normally pull in there, don't I? You see that nice view? We've been there before. That is a nice view, hey. That's that Billy Connolly tale on one of his old shows. When these little girls were young, he took them for a nice camper van trip around the Scottish Highlands. I think it was rather a week or 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. Around all the lovely scenery like this. I mean, views like that around every corner in Scotland. And at the end of the holiday, right girls, what was the best part of the holiday? And the little girls looked at each other, whispered, Sesame Street. I said, you what? And because they had a television in the camper van, they watched Sesame Street every morning, and that was the best part of the holiday. I felt like telling them, no, look, those hills, that little river in the bottom, that's a nice view, that's nice. But no, they love Sesame Street better. Oh, I used to have one of them little jivvy top boxes on my CB500. It got smashed up. I've got a top box for this. Smallish one, slightly bigger than that, but I rarely use it. It was meant to be used for work, but I just stick my butters in a bag. Oh, it's handy to have a top box. Oh, he's got all his camping gear on. Must be an Easter rally somewhere. I should call by the Nab's Head pub in Salisbury because I used to go to a vintage Japanese motorbike club do every year at the Nab's Head. But they never advertised. I think they advertised in the Classic Bike magazine, but I thought the best bet is ask at the pub, when's it on, or have I missed it? Here's the Zephyr. Here's an old one, JKL. What's that, 95? I think I will stop by the lake, why not? It's only a 2-minute detour. Why not indeed? It's true that Harley boys don't nod. Man, we's too cool to nod. Oh, where's he going? He's going for a McDonald's. Best ice cream and best view in the world, probably. Well, they could be right. Could be right, nice view, Pendle Hill. Should I repeat everything I said before? How many fishermen are here today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With the little tents. You know, I think I'll make a good boating lake. Like I said, all little boats lined up here on a wooden jetty. It'd be easy to fix a jetty there because there's stone there already to bolt everything to. Get some little boats there, my god. And like I said, every time it rains you put a notice up. Boating lake closed, fishermen welcome today, as it's pissing down. Is that a good idea or what? When I say motorboats, not speedboats, I mean just family little putt-putts. You know what I mean? Putt, 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 putt. Should have done the 0 to 60 then, like we were doing on YouTube. Oh, where's that lot going? See if we can catch them up. I bet they're doing the Settle and then Kirby Lonsdale run. I deleted that as well because someone gave it a thumbs down. I was very annoyed. So I thought, fuck you, give it a thumbs down, it gets deleted. Miserable bastards. I think it was just too long. Like I said, I'm still a bit clueless about editing. In fact, when I get home I'm going to have another proper do at editing, try and absorb the knowledge, but they're just so long-winded instructions. Excuse me. There's lots of wind noise. It is a budget helmet, so it made as a RI. It's pronounced RI, A-I-A-I, RI. He calls it an array. I said, no, it's not RI. You know, like the letters RI. It's sort of a phonetic pronunciation. They are, oops, he let me have a try on, and they're really quiet, but they are 400 or 500 quid. This was 40 quid. Yeah, should I go there instead? Settle Kirby Lonsdale, back over Lancaster. What time is it? 1:15. I left it a bit late, but still there's no rush to get home. It's light till 8 o'clock. What do you think? When the onwards and bikes, probably miles away by now. Should we go to Settle? Oh, they all pulled over. Give them a toys and blast. You weren't then. Too windy to hear. Didn't look round, did they? I'm worried actually in case I've severed the bloody cable from my toys in the horn because it's not routed very well under the seat. Another view of Pendle. In a windy day like this, I'm surprised there's no hang gliders. It's very commonplace for paragliding and hang gliders. Although last autumn a bloke died. A local chap, his canopy just collapsed. You know, this must be pretty lightweight poles, and it just folded in and crashed. Oh dear. afternoon. Bloody no, I imagine the road's going to be pretty busy. Not very green, is it? They're all little buds, of course, at the moment. What are we on? 17th, is it? Or April? Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. Is it 19? Yeah, it's 19. No, it isn't. It's the 18th, isn't it? Because a week ago I had my tyres fitted last Saturday. Sorry, it's a week tomorrow if this is Good Friday. So yeah, I don't get full greenery until middle of May. Oh, there's one of the bikes, taking it easy. He mustn't have been part of that group. Take it easy, take it easy. Let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. He's tootling along, isn't he? What's he on? 125. You're allowed to do 70, is it? 60? In case you're wondering, this is the A59 I mentioned in another upload. I could go all the way to York if I wanted to. Or Harrogate. That's the furthest I've been up here, Harrogate. There was one... I think it was May or June, it said some kind of giant motorbike showed Harrogate Showground. And it was in all the magazines and in motorcycle news, so I set off, and it is a fair way. I think it's 55 miles. Well, you know, not a long way, but far enough for nothing, because when I got there, cancelled. They've been pissing down all week, and even though it was like this actually when I set off, and I got to Harrogate, the clouds went black and there was a board up, cancelled due to waterlogged field. All that way for nothing. One minute worse, when I got to Harrogate, some traffic lights, there was an old, well, you know, middle-aged biker with his wife on bike. Oh, he's going to Sawley. Oh, he used to go that way. It is a shortcut actually. This is an accident black spot actually, because everyone's still doing bloody 90 behind us, and someone got T-boned on a bike last year, deaded, I'm sorry to say. Did you girl that or what? Turn your indicator off, twerp. You'll get pulled out on if you leave your indicator on. Oh. Oh, I've remembered. Get a bleeper, man. Get a bleeper like me. Yeah, this is a sort of medieval village. Well, they're obviously new, but Sawley Abbey. One of those abbeys that got demolished on the orders of Henry VIII when he fell out with the Catholics. I've always fancied coming back here in the middle of the night with a metal detector. Because I imagine what the monks would do is, Henry VIII's troops are coming to sack our cathedral. There we are. What are they doing? Looking for fucking stone to pinch. I'll turn around at this gatehouse. Spread eagle in, now smell of grub. Oh, there's some carvings there. Rather weather worn. Sticking out a bit here and it's getting that dry mud. Picture them wagons are there, can't really have a look round. Some carvings there. Little symbols from about 800 years ago. So like I said, what if there's some valuables, all the church gold buried in that field? Dig a quick hole, bury it, and then the troops demolish the thing and kill all the monks. Anyway, so Sawley, there is now being Sawley actually. This is the next one up, of course. Sawley's about 10 miles away. And this is the next one, they probably all visited each other. Come back another day for a look round. Wonder what they're doing. They're probably renovating it. And making sure any loose bricks aren't going to drop on visitors' heads. Oh, excuse the coughing, my God. I had a cold 3 weeks ago and it's just stayed in my throat. It must be my health food. There mustn't be any vitamins in chocolate. We got an Easter egg at work, free off the management. Just before they gave us some bad news actually. There must be a sweetener. Here's a complimentary Easter egg. Take it home for your kids or you can eat it yourself. So I just stuffed it down there and then they announced that they're cutting our break times in half. Even though I've got a heavy labouring job. Bastards. Settle 13 mile. Oh, yeah, is that the Royal Jordanian? I don't know, what's that doing there? The Arctic on country roads, or if they're picking a digger up or something. Right, yeah, so this is the alternate route to Settle. Could have gone on the A682 from Gisborne. And yes, it's the same Gisborne that Sir Guy of Gisborne in the Robin Hood legend allegedly came from. But yeah, I was saying at work, the fucking bosses have decided to cut our break times in half. Whether it's legal or not, I don't know. It was signed by some git at head office, the IT head of the firm. So obviously some dick who's like, I know, we can get more production out of those bastards if we half the break times. Because we had half an hour dinner and 2 15-minute breaks. And you need them if you're lifting bloody boxes in the dispatch department. And now if you work 8 hours, you just get a half-hour break. Work 6 hours, it's 20 minutes. And if you did work 6 hours previously, you got your half-hour and a quarter-hour break. What a setup! What are they thinking of? They're going to go the same way as a firm I used to work for when they did the dirty on the lads. Production went down, quality went down, and the firm went to rack and ruin. So I confidently predict the same thing happening. And I'll be disappearing to the bogs if I get tired and they try and tell me you can't have a break. Well, I can't tell, well I'll just go at bog then. And then you come back 20 minutes later or 25 minutes later. And if you start mourning, oh well, I'm going to have to go back, got bad guts today. You know what I mean? We should rebel. Peasants revolt. Wat Tyler and Jack Straw. I should test me Tarzan horn here just in case I've severed the bloody cable. That's where the cable runs, on top of one of the side frames on the rail. Good enough. These roads are never going to get any maintenance, are they? Yeah, the cable runs on a rail right near where the seat rests on one of the little rubber bungs. So whether the bung has cut it, I don't know. Settled 10 miles. Wigglesworth 5 miles. Wigglesworth is where Russell Harty used to live. You know, not known really as a good, brilliant chat show host, but he had some good guests on. He had The Who on, Paul McCartney twice, and I've got one on my Beatles channel actually, the interview with Paul McCartney. It's quite funny. It's rather than lick ass like Parkinson did, you know, he was quite happy to take piss gently of his guests. He put a picture of Paul on when Paul was about 11 and he was overweight. He said, "You little fatty, weren't you?" He said, "Hey Russell, be careful." I had someone for calling me fat. Is this why I got a thumbs down? Because my videos are just gently tootling around the countryside. Instead of, I could open it up and do 80 miles an hour and zoom, zap past these with my knee out, but I just enjoy the ride. What's that? Oh, I thought it was a critter. It's a bin liner. Oh, that looks old. I love history, that's why I went to London. Did I mention I went to London for my 50th birthday a month ago? All it was a historical history tour of all the old London pubs. Well, quite a few of them, not all of them. I'd like to have gone to the old Bull and Bush. Come and make eyes at me down at the old Bull and Bush. Da, 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 da. But a lot of things I planned to do and a lot of places I planned to visit, I just didn't have time for. Where's this lot going? Are they going all the way to Settle? All there is at Settle is a cobbled town square where the bikes meet up and normally stop and have a butty in a brew or a pint. There's a pub opposite. We'll see when we get there. I think I'll knock it off and do a part 2, because it must be 40 minutes. Well, it will be by the time we get there, a 40-minute recording. I'll have a go at edit all this boring bit out. But like I said, the tutorials on YouTube, you just waffle on it, and of course you're American, like a, kinda like a, do this, do that, it's not necessary. Just stick to the basics, please, someone. You know, stick your SD card in, right. Well, I actually did that. I got as far as sticking my SD card in and dragged the media into the viewing thing, press play. But capturing sections, that's what I don't get. No, on my other editing thing for my normal VHS videos, it says capture. And you press a button, capture, then stop. And then that goes into the memory with a little thumbnail. And then you join all them together with the transitions. But there's no capture on Sony Vegas. I can't find one anyway. It's all drag and drop. Why isn't there a capture button? It'd be a lot bloody simpler. It may be the reason that's what I've missed. What's going on here? Who's that in front of a 90-year-old with a trilby on? None of that bike went past. I don't think there's any straight bits until you get nearly to Settle. I had a close call here once. The next, well, the only straight bit is like a big dipper. It's just a straight road. I think it's a Roman part of the road, and it dips up and down. And I looked in my mirror like that, nothing. About to set off, indicated, and suddenly, boom, two up. A bloke and his bird. He must have been doing 130 mile an hour or something. So if I'd have pulled out, you know, if you're doing 130, well, you know, over 100 mile an hour, you must cover 100 yards in 2 or 3 seconds. So in that, you know, look away, 1, 2, indicate. Toss side. If I was Baron von Grumble, that's a whole half hour of chat about toss side. Oh, toss side, yes, I was tossing last night. Oh, Mrs. How very, very dare you? Like a posh Frankie Howard. Oh, Mrs. Oh, yes. Yeah, so like I say, it's just this big dip a bit. No. Yeah, but like I said, that's why I take it easy. You never know if some silly bugger gonna end up embedded in your backside. He'd have killed himself, his wife, and probably me. So yeah, so I do take it easy when it's like this. On straight roads, I'll open it up to maybe 100, 120. But even these knee out guys, I mean, would you put your knee out on a road surface like this? One pothole and you're in the bloody bushes, entangled in by wire like Steve McQueen on The Great Escape. That was on the other week on satellite. I'm thinking of cancelling my Sky subscription. It's gone up to $27.50. And it's just repeat after repeat after repeat. Before I dragged myself off the settee with my brew in my hand, well, while I was finishing my morning coffee, I was watching Escape to the Country. And they're all repeats. I like watching that, it's a good programme. Yes, we have a budget of £500,000. Oh, little baby lamb, lambing season. Bit chilly. Little babies destined for the meat plate. Oh, little babies, aren't they cute? Well, they're not going to run in. Oh no, it's a wall. A lot of these walls are badly maintained, as are fences here. Of course, wildlife is the biggest danger on these country roads. I shouldn't keep mentioning bikers who got killed, but a biker got killed running into a giant stag, and that was on this road? Somewhere, you know, in this East Lancashire area, stag ran out, a really big one, and he just splattered it, killed it, and he died as well. Either he was flung from his bike, or he was embedded in the stag's body and died. Poor chap. But no, I think they put signs up if you're in a stag area, you know, a deer area, because Bambi's about. But I mean, you probably survive a collision with a deer, but a giant, you know, it's amazing how big they are. Stags are a lot bigger than you think. A mate hit a sheep once. He didn't come off his bike, and he said he nearly cut it in half because he was going so fast. But it sort of whacked off his front wheel and splattered into the bushes. Oh, so there was blood all over his bike, all over him. And he was shocked. He had to stop his bike, of course, and have a breather. Huge shock. Pooh, and a pong. It's all coming back to me this. I've not been down here. Oh god. since I'm 125 in the 80s. I don't think. I'll let this chap go. He's working good. That's a relief. Ooh, it must be muck spreading. Ooh, carefully. Why stop there, silly fucker? Unless it's a farmer. Hamilton Hall. There's an old hall up there. Ah, we're nearing Settle because that must be the main road, the A65, which is where we would have gone on. Settle left. Nice old pub, Plough. I could do with a piddle actually. I should have gone, I felt a bit piddlish in my home. I should have had one before I set off. So, Settle, go for a piddle. If there's any bogs, I presume I'll have to go in a pub. I'm glad I've not got my bib and brace on. These are my just normal leather pants with padded knees and braces on. Not worn these for years, so either wear my bib and brace. When I can be bothered to put them on. No, we should all make the effort to dress properly. There's been a bit of controversy about that with Alan and that Liverpool lad arguing about, although it's common sense to wear protective clothing, you shouldn't be forced legally, which is what the EU is trying to do, make us all wear EU approved armoured clothing, which will probably cost a fortune. All my stuff's budget. You know, won't get me buying £1,000 jackets. Shit, look at that. Oh, fucking hell. But they should make laws about roads. Surely the roads should have an EU certificate. These just never get maintained. I mean, the main roads don't get maintained, never mind these old B roads. These are just the pack horse routes from old days. I used to transport woolen things by a team of pack horses for miles into Settle, because Settle is a market town. What is all this shit? Can't be off horses. It'll be off them muck spreaders, won't it? If it adds flavour to your Weetabix. I should have poured some water on my brakes, some warm water again, because when he said they were binding, I think it's just because of cat piss. And warm water will dissolve cat piss eventually if I did it every morning. Rathmel, never heard of it. And it's a nice clear day, I can see for miles. Ah, that's a good idea. I can fill up in Settle as a petrol station. I need to fill up somewhere, and that's as good a place as any. So it's not been very exciting, has it? Another 5 minutes will be there. But you know, I do these slow videos just to show you how you can enjoy a country ride. No need to tear around. Like I say, if I wanted to tear around, I could have stayed on the air roads. What the hell's a reading room? It's a room for reading in. This is a nice view. A barbecue in the middle of the field. These are the West Yorkshire moors. Are we in North Yorkshire? I don't think we're quite in North Yorkshire. You know, it's such a big county, it's split into 4, isn't it? South Yorkshire where Doncaster is, West Yorkshire is Leeds and Bradford, East Yorkshire, Scarborough, and Helmsley, where my camping videos were filmed, and North Yorkshire, which leads up to well, where does it lead to? North Yorkshire moors. I don't know. Northumberland, is it? Or is there something between? I should go up there, you know, but I'm not really into long distance. Some people wouldn't class that as long distance, but long distance riding, you know, I struggle to walk just getting off after this short ride. Only done 20 miles. Walk like John Wayne for 5 minutes while I go for a pee. So will it be full of bikes here, or will it not? I thought we were close by and I could see that road. It must be... I think we go by a railway track and under a bridge, if I remember. Unless that's the A682 way of going. Like I said, it's so long ago. 1980s, it's amazing how it's 1980, 90, 2000, 2014, my god. Not the years fly by. So a lot of these points are familiar. It's a regular thing. Me and my brother, sometimes on my own, I do this run. I've a buddy in Kirby Lonsdale. There's a bridge, of course, Devil's Bridge, and my brother once jumped off. A lot of these daredevils jump off. It's about 60-foot drop, but of course, even though the water is 30 foot deep, there's jagged edges. There've been a few nasty incidents. Oh, there is a bridge, but not the railway line. That's on the other road. Right, give way. So this is the A65, isn't it? Yep. Oh. And they're taking the scenic route. There you go, what a busy turning. And he's going to zap past. Well, I'm not. I was going to check that corner, but fuck it. Them signs can't be accurate because way back in the countryside it said Giggleswick 5 miles when I was talking about Russell Harty, and yet we're here and it said settle 10 miles. Oh, I'm baffled. So here we are, the old market town of Settle. Like I said, that's the slowish countryside route. There is a faster route, the A682, which joins onto there, the A65, and it would have cut half an hour off. But it's just as scenic. It's just if you're going fast you can't really enjoy scenes countryside scenes, because there's a risk of you ending up in a ditch, or of course being nabbed for speeding by the boys in blue. Supermarket. This, of course, is a Settle to Carlisle railway, which is never been on it, but I've seen it on the television. Meant to be lovely. You can actually get a train from Clitheroe, you know, where we set off from, near that fishing lake, to get the Settle to Carlisle. It only runs from June to September though, I think, and only on a Wednesday. A bit weird. Oh, they're not stopping. What's a bollard mean? I'll have a quick look at the bikes and I'll knock it off, unless it's already knocked off. We've not been out an hour, have we? Oh, not too bad, stiff leg wise. Right, Royal Oak Pub Cafe, Ye Old Naked Man Cafe, Cave and Craig. Can't see a sign for Boggs. Bike shop, push bikes, bank. Butcher, fish and chips. Restaurant, flower shop, car and kitchen. Old Thunderbird. Better with two silences like that. Not an old one. 1991. Yeah, smell you miserable fucker. Yeah, it's a lovely old market town of Settle. Look at that date, 1663. Wow. Won't be anything in the loft because she must have had a new roof on. There we are, isn't that lovely? I'll knock it off now and find the bog. Bye for now.